You can spend hope to help an ally. Does that mean I can give him advantage?
Yeah, you can give him advantage to pull him out of the way, which is going to be a DC 15.
Well, no, I'm saying when Biff, like when this grenade came in.
Oh, yeah.
Could I have screamed over to Biff like, "Duck!" And he gets an extra.
Yeah, you diving in front of Biff to take it.
No. I'm yelling at Biff to be so that he gets a little advantage on like I see the bomb coming.
Yeah, so use your
I'll
hope.
subtract the hope.
Oh.
I got a 1.
That did not help. Biff's like, huh?
Right.
Bomb.
You want to grab Biff. Biff is like, oh, what? And it's like, you see like the shadow, you know, the shadow, like, it's like,
You're the bomb.
Under, like.
Yeah, so I'm going to get a 15 or I get hit too, right?
Yeah, if you fail, then you're going to take a shot. You're going to take some damage from this projectile.
How much is the frog like Biff?
You're the bomb, Joe. You're the bomb.
She's just tonguing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you can totally do that. If you want to mark a stress and pull him out of the way, I'll give it to you for free if you mark a stress and pull him out of the way.
Oh.
Dope.
Okay.
Ooh, she gives me a little.
Now,
Okay, mark a stress.
Looks like a bomb. Whoa!
So,
Biff got Yoshi.
so
He got Yoshi.
Biff is
I get a free one.
a free what?
I get a free tongue action.
What the?
Whoa.
One time, and then I
Excuse me?
Okay, and that's what it says on
Are you
your
married?
Okay. So Biff is a little shell-shocked, like he doesn't know where he is. Like he just saw 12 people get torn to bits, and this is his first day of real combat, and he's kind of stumbling around on the beach, and you're yelling at him, and it's like,
well for that guy.
and it's like, fuck out. You know, it's like it's all in a fog, and then he just gets lurched backward by this tongue, and this sphere, and like this sphere looks like just interlocked pieces of metal. Again, it's the same kind of shade as the walls and the spears, falls and just detonates, fragments going everywhere, and you hear them clanging against the sides of the walls that you're hiding behind. Alright, so that's my fear. I was at 4 and I'm at 3. Alright, let's do you want to you can move again if you want to roll agility, or if you want to do something else, and let me know.
I'm moving again.
We're not within bow range at this point, correct?
What's your bow range?
No clue. Short bow.
You should be very far.
Yeah, that's way more than very far.
So this is very far. This is far. So the long side is far. The short side is far. Alright, very far, far. Sorry. And then 10 is close.
No, the card is close.
This is very close.
Oh, got it.
And this melee is like adjacent. So very close, far, very far.
Okay, it's far.
Super
Far. So it's this. This is your bow range.
So what was the very far?
No.
Is the long side.
What's the difficulty for that movement wise?
15.
I'm gonna start just charging ahead again.
Okay. Yeah, everyone can just go. Just roll your agility if you're charging the hill, or if you're doing something else, you can just let me
I'm
know.
trying to get over this little hump. I want to get behind this tree where I'm going. So I'm moving again that way. I move far, not very far. So really just up 1, yeah.
21, 20, 20.
And I'm rolling to hide. I marked stress, so
I
I'm
fail with a 23. 14 with fear.
assuming there's a little holler or something there.
I gain a fear.
You gain 2.
Gain 2 fear. Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
So I get
I
because
figured
rolled
out how to gain fear easily now. Just make
the
everyone
system
roll.
gives
3
you
fear.
hope when you roll with hope.
Oh,
No,
I got a
'Cause I just-
13. What?
So you,
Uh,
where do you want to
so you add
go,
those
Patrick?
together.
You just want to go straight
And add your agility, which is not
behind this wall?
fear, so
yeah, it's fine.
it's 2 more fear.
2 more
Am I
fear
able
for
to
me.
take
Two more fear?
Yeah,
I like take 2 guys.
Oh, got it.
Oh my god, I guess
Okay, I can only hit 6. 6 is my max, so now it's the time to roll with fear.
This is where they're
You got a
tank is gonna
critical.
come rolling over the hill.
Am I able to take
So
2
you
guys
get
with me?
clear stress.
So Brady.
What
I
do you
got
mean,
a
like
20.
soldiers?
Yeah.
They got a magical animal.
You can if you want to move less. You want to like move half as far and take it. Like these guys are all been moving up with you, as well. You guys are all charging together. People are getting killed like crazy. You guys are yelling things.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just I'll stay with what I have.
Spacing, people,
Yeah.
spacing.
Over here, people.
Bottom
bunch-
lead, bottom lead,
bunch of people are dead over
serpentine.
here. They didn't quite dodge the bomb coming in.
This was where I was in the last one, right? I rolled a 12.
I haven't moved you again.
Okay.
So 23 with
I can go very
Here.
far. Or
No, just that. You, where are you at, Logan?
right.
Oh, dang. Do you want to get up there?
go ahead. Go, go, go.
All right.
For bang!
You roll.
Yeah, I rolled a couple.
Let's handle you. Let's handle
You need
you.
like
in
a
a second.
bandolier of grenades. Just jump in there.
Oh, this is Andrew probably. Andrew, did you roll?
Like those little guys in
Okay, robot.
oh, in the
Bender.
I
Halo.
rolled 13.
The little aliens in Halo that run with the grenades.
All right, I'll put you behind the wall.
The grunts.
Okay, with the critical, you could get all the way up here, like right there, or you can make something exciting happen and move far. It's up to you.
So how do I fear climbing up the hill so fast?
That's
Crit-
fine.
crit, just
Yeah, it
roll
doesn't matter. You can roll if you
When
want.
you get a crit, you basically
Oh,
just
there's
you
more
roll
people.
double.
And you clear
Bang!
I think I messed
You
up.
clear stress, and you get to make
For
something
bang?
cool happen. Does not matter if it's 2 more.
So,
Which I love.
Oh, I didn't move you while he's deciding. What did you roll?
You got a crit.
1.
You crit as well? You both crit? Okay. You can hippity hop all the way up here if you want.
big jump.
You can take Viv with you.
Just Mr. Toad.
You have a band for the wizards.
You both can do something spectacular if you'd like. Either moving extremely far or gaining some huge advantage in this madness.
So, these walls, they're basically just like columns that are stuck there.
No, they are like plates. It's like they are like, imagine like this laptop cover. Like they're about this thick, but they're like plates of iron dug into the sand, and they have all these like runes and kind of markings on them.
So, okay, so here's what I want to kind of do. I'm basically going to kind of like run up and jump at one of those things, somehow launch myself and it into the air towards like one of the spears or whatever they are, the arrows or whatever that comes at us,
Okay.
and then knocks it out of the way back to that area, just to
You're-
kind of disorient that people.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what happens. Let me get your thing. Or how would you like to? You gonna take Biff with you, or you want to be up on the platform, or do you want to be more? Is this good, or do you want to be on the lower level?
What kind of weapon does Biff have?
His sword.
Okay, I'll drop it behind Biff and shoot him.
Exact Biff.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Let me handle your attack in a second. So, let me use a fear. Bink. At 5. 5 now. As you jump up on the plate, you see, this is going to work out good. This is your critical. You see, as you're ready to kind of like jump, you see one of the guys up here move his arms, and the plates all begin to rattle and lift off the ground, and they reposition like this.
Not very much.
Wall.
Fireball.
You wish.
Fireball.
Wait, why are the walls moving?
Because that's
No. Stop
Now,
it.
as it lifted into the air, you were on it, and you actually were able to turn it, and so that one of the metal spears went ricocheting off of the plate back. I'll roll an attack.
Sure, yeah, I was looking. You have an
It
idea?
misses,
I think
the paper knife.
and you fell off. Where would you like to fall off? Here?
Behind the wall.
Yeah, veggie samosa.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you guys are kind of trapped now that the walls have rearranged.
I'm probably gonna get.
You can go ahead and roll your attack, Mr.
Ah, the wall fell.
Ribbit Ranger.
Alright.
So that'd be an action token that you're using, right?
Yeah, now we're adding our first action token to the tracker.
Alright, ready? Just a moment.
Those are good.
It's just getting major. No, I'm just gonna
Yeah, it's like dumpling, but it's filled with potatoes and peas.
Okay. Alright, roll your attack.
Take 2 of those. Andrew, did you eat?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna get you something from Indian.
Sure. Give me whatever.
No, like,
Kyle, my thing's not sharing anymore.
do something?
Yeah, can you reshare it?
Do you want something?
Yeah, I just did.
Thank you.
That's a little crazy, but I'm going for
See it?
What?
Like the URL? Can I send you the image and you share it? Is that easier?
Yep.
So I've got a question for you. Can we expend hope for an attack roll as well?
No. You can grant someone advantage outside of combat.
Okay.
Everybody has a D6 to add to their rolls too per round. Just once. So use it. My group. I use mine to help me run up the hill.
I didn't. So is it D6
Keep
of
you here
hope?
by 8:45, if not by 8:30.
How does that work?
Alright. Let me know how much time.
It's just a
Don't worry
D6
about
extra.
Hope?
No, just extra.
Thank you.
Of course.
So basically, the only hope we have is
The lucky happens.
hope and fear.
The fact that I said Bill.
And this is just gonna.
Alright, what
basically
did you roll?
plus what?
To the ad.
What was your attack?
The fact that I said Bill
18
character
with
and
fear.
it does this.
What did sharpshooter buy me?
We're like
You
9.
can't.
Sharpshooter's
assume
outside of
nowadays.
combat. Your
Yeah, the
experience.
restaurant is
dare
updated
you.
to deliver each other like.
Assume.
Yeah,
Outside
no,
of combat?
not gonna work.
Yeah, that's not going to help you right now.
What the?
It's a long way to the top if you want to ride. Oh, those things are movable walls. I dig it.
Yeah, and I hitched a ride. That's how I got up where I
That's dope. That is very Bane. You're like on top of the wall. Iron Maiden is playing. You're like, Bane,
Yeah.
motherfucker, riding the wall up.
So as
I'm
they,
just serious.
someone, basically, as you get closer, you four, you see this is what these guys look like. Very
Ninjago look.
almost,
Dude, that
almost
was like
like
a
a,
serpentine Punjabi.
almost like a deserty kind of look, but they have this arm, and the two up front have their armor is again the same kind of styling as the walls and the spears and the bone that went.
And what have you learned in boot camp about the Eldarian? Like,
You have no
I'm-
clue what
I'm-
this is.
oh, I would assume they indoctrinated us. Like,
Unarian.
like the United Nations. They're a bunch of commie, pinko bullshit people who've been trying to fuck with the world for the whole time, and our job is to go in there and.
You probably heard some of that,
Liberate them.
but on the ride over, your mission was like a vicious enemy that knows no fear, but it was weird because there was kind of a disconnect between are these Eldarians? Like, who are these people? And so they told you that they were the worst people ever and they hate democracy.
Oh yeah.
But you've never seen people like this before.
Clearly they eat.
They're the bug people.
Oh yeah.
You rolled 18. What was your damage? 3.
Charlie's in the tree, motherfuckers. Let's go.
So you let loose an arrow, and it finds a gap in the armor plate of this guy up here who's got he's got strangely enough heavy armor but no weapon in his hands, and he takes a shot, and you see these red eyes. He's now like found you.
Another eyeball.
Looking down, and he breaks the arrow off.
You didn't find me. I found you, motherfucker.
So he took 1 damage. Okay. Did you roll with hope or fear?
Fear.
Oh, it's already my turn. I have so much hope. I have so much fear. I have so much fear. Okay, can you add 4 tokens, please?
Do you really have 9 fear?
I have 5. I can turn 1 fear into 2 action tokens.
Gotcha. Okay.
We are good.
Just do 3. I want to just use 1. So I'm down to 4.
So we have 4 tokens to go on.
No, sorry, just 3. You gave me 1. I have 2 more. So this guy, he steps up to you. Yeah, he steps up to you and Biff, and you see the gaps in his armor light up briefly with this red outline, and like part of his armor actually comes off into the air and reforms similar to the wall segments. And he holds out his hand, and a double-bladed sword forms and grabs it. He comes down and attacks Biff. Sorry, he's attacking you. He strikes with a 16 hit. Your evasion is your armor class. Okay. He comes down with this double-bladed sword. As he's coming down with it, he jumps down. Biff actually steps in the way and takes a really heavy shot. Like he pushes you out of the way, and like this double-bladed sword sinks deep into his shoulder, and he makes eye contact with you for a second, and he's just like he's starting, like he's now like in the fight, but he pushes you out of the way, takes his hit, and he gets dealt 2d8 damage. But as he takes this shot, he looks you in the eye and he's just like, "We got this, buddy. I'm here with you." 2d8. He takes 8 damage. Oh no. Poor Biff.
Oh damn, 8 damage. He's dead.
It's just 1.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's 8 converted to.
That's a minor hit for Biff.
It's just a 1 hit.
Minor.
Wow. Man, Biff's
I
kind
thought you were marking hit points at 8. I was like, damn, he dead.
Yeah, Biff is. He's been doing some push-ups.
So then he marks his
He got
stress.
shaved at lunch, and now he's like, I gotta. I'm picking up.
As he strikes down at Biff,
That is terrible.
you see his weapon again with the red glow briefly, and his sword breaks into chunks again. These fragments of metal, and reform onto him as armor. So his weapon is gone, but his armor is enhanced once again. Okay. So I've got 2 more actions to go. This guy jumps down, Logan, strikes at you. +2. 4. No. Okay, so take an action tracker. I should just have 1 left. He actually has a sword and a shield, and as he strikes at you, his shield similarly breaks into pieces, and his arm still moving forward reforms as a dagger as he comes down, and you catch. What do you have as a weapon? So him with his sword and dagger, you catch one for one both of his weapons, and you're looking at this dagger that wasn't in his hand a moment ago, and as you catch both of his weapons, he withdraws and then lets go of the dagger again, and it breaks into pieces and reforms back into a shield.
Shit, I want that.
And
I
so
know, right?
he
Hold up.
marks.
I'm taking that.
He marks the stress. They both have to use stress to do that. But he's back into more of a defensive stance. I have one more. He's going to step forward. I'm going to use, so this is my last action tracker. He is going to actually separate you like this.
Everybody freeze. We can't do anything if we don't.
So you are now trapped in with him, and the wall comes down
I'm gonna
in
look at it
between
and I'll be like,
you.
Where?
That's my last action token.
Yeah.
It's back to you guys.
To Oregon.
Who would like to go? You already went, so it's okay. You can kind of take a little break.
Turtle is still rushing up the hill.
Oh yeah, do we want everyone else want to be like running up?
So is that another agility check?
Yes.
That's
I'd say everyone that wants to just breach the hill,
17.
we'll just do that with one big action token.
Alright, I got a 17 on my agility
Why
check.
don't you add 2? Just give me 2.
2.
17 is a very far.
I crit.
Where do you want to go?
Can I get on the platform beside the guy in the back?
Up
Or
here?
actually, can I get between the middle of those two?
This is your range.
Yeah. Can I get like right there?
Okay. Well, with the wall in the way, you could maybe make it here or
Can I
there.
bend it like second?
You can make it here.
There? Okay.
Um,
That works.
and did you roll hope or fear?
Oh, hope, but I'm full of hope, so.
You're full of hope. All right. Who else has got a movement for me? What'd you get?
I have a 14 with her.
Okay. You can make it up here next to this bad guy. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I'm not doing melee.
What's the matter?
No.
No, okay, that's fine. I'll do a spell
You're
casting.
close, not very close.
So I'll cast this spell.
Okay. He just clobbered Biff.
Oh, me?
No, I mean this guy.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm attacking him.
You don't.
God damn it, I've invested so much in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I crit.
Woo!
Okay.
Get him. What does he do with an attack?
You roll your attack.
You roll, and then you add
yeah.
the maximum potential of the dice on top of it.
Yeah, I did. I got it.
You yeeted him.
I might
Are there
have.
any other players
He's also about
besides
to be
what we
vulnerable,
see?
so.
Like, is there anything behind
Who is
you?
that?
So this bunker, imagine it also here and here, and you know what I mean. This is a long line of bunkers, all
Because it feels
firing.
like we've eliminated this bunker, or pretty much.
We haven't eliminated nothing.
So your buddies are kind of heading toward.
Oh.
A few are helping you, but this scene is
11.
repeated like
So the reason
times
I ask is I
12.
rolled crit,
Okay.
and I'm still an Eldarian scout. But if
Okay.
I roll it, what I want to do is if there is a bunker over here that still has like wizards on it that are doing their thing, like we
Yeah.
haven't made it there yet, I want to run up to that one and be like, oh my god, I have messages from headquarters. Retreat, retreat.
So you dressed as an Eldarian look nothing like this.
Yeah, you-
These guys are nothing like you've ever. You don't know what race
I
they
look,
are.
yeah, I look like what else?
You look like an
Yeah.
Eldarian, but just letting you know, you don't look anything
Yeah,
like
I'm
this.
still doing it. Like that was my plan. So I run up to this one, and I'm like,
Okay.
You're
oh my
in-
god,
you
headquarters
to-
says to
he
run.
runs
They
up to
breached
you,
the
yells
wall.
in
Get out of
French,
here.
Vide.
Retreat to the
Retreat.
second line.
Um,
Come in, what-
and these guns,
Those are guns.
Guns.
well, as you look at them closely, now you can see two as well. It's like a rack of these spears, and as they fire, and you see this guy, he's kind of moving his hands forward, and as he does, spears are firing out of it, and they're almost like he's manipulating them.
Is there
somehow.
anybody that look like somebody is firing those?
Yeah, this guy.
Can I?
And
I want to use the mysterious mist and create a fog that blinds him.
okay, just a second. You pop up, and these you're kind of the first. You pop up here, you know, like think of it
Yeah.
over here, and they quickly look, and
This is from headquarters, sir.
they point at you and start just this raspy, gravelly language you've never heard before, and they're starting to approach, like they're about to like
Oh shit.
tear you to bits. But since you crit, you can like just, you know, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I thought this was Thompson you gave already. You could just nope out and get out, and it's like, if you'd like.
And I'm the only one on this one? Like,
Yeah,
nobody
they
else?
haven't yet. There are dudes down here about to kind of rushing up the hill, but you haven't. You're the first.
Okay, that was my turn, so I'm just gonna. I'll decide if I want to run next turn
Okay.
or
But
attack.
that they can't. They're not going to hurt you
Got it.
because of the crit. You're over here.
That's a
Um,
better representation.
So
I rolled a
I'll
17
bet
fear.
Yes, yeah.
11.
Add a token. Give you some tokens.
I already added a token.
Yeah.
I need one for Craig.
I missed.
Maybe
Look,
we
you got
could-
the token.
Here, I got it.
If we had
Oh,
multiple,
put it in the bin.
Oh,
if
I
we had
did,
multiple
Oh,
pools,
thank you.
would it work if we had multiple? Would
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
would probably be best.
that might be fine.
I don't know.
Because then I could just like pull from each until
Well,
they're
usually
empty.
it sits with you, so you would be the one that adds.
It's like the offering plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you have the pile of treasure and you keep putting
Sure,
tokens in
sure,
every
you
time
can add it to
somebody
me.
does it. That should be current.
Any offerings
Do what?
for the tracker?
Not to add, for you to be able to add.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Also, that guy is vulnerable.
Which one? The guy-
For-
The guy that I just hit off that damage is vulnerable.
So you zapped him. Sorry, with what?
Bolt Beacon. It's a ranged weapon dealing
Oh.
D8 magic damage using my proficiency that makes it glow brightly and become temporarily.
I think
Okay, vulnerable means advantage on an attack. So yeah, roll your damage.
11.
11. His thresholds.
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay. So his
Like,
maximum threshold is 9. So you dealt 3.
But it's more like.
He already took a hit from the arrow. Dang, but he's up.
That's not my character.
Wait. But he's got armor. He's got improved armor. So he is going to. So like, as his armor was reforming, you zap him, and like his blade like broke into pieces and came back onto him and actually blocked some of the damage. So he actually only took 2 instead of 3. And what does this look like? Is this like a robot laser, or is this magic, or is it?
Magic sensors and
Okay, you.
Laser beam.
So he strikes Biff. His armor, his sword breaks apart and reforms on him, and he's just like, "What are you gonna do now?" And then you
Networking even as well.
leap over this wall and just zap him, and he just his back hits the edge of the platform, and he looks at you, and again you hear this like crazy language you've never heard before. Just he's cussing you out in some tongue that you've not heard.
Having fun.
I rolled a 17 fear.
Okay.
Power movement.
Odd fear. I appreciate it. Would you like to be up here?
Oh yeah, you took one out.
People laughed at me 10 years ago. I told them
Oh,
Five.
should I?
to get on Facebook and find your best friend.
Yeah, it's fine.
And build a relationship to the point where you were
Who's
actually
been
on Facebook.
attacked? Who hasn't?
This guy is the
I was
only
on
one
Facebook
hurt.
10 years ago, and he hired me.
This guy is trapped in here with Logan. This guy is firing the guns and killing lots of your countrymen. This guy is you're not sure what his deal is. This guy is the guy who moves the walls.
Can I,
You gotta make the connection.
I wanna cast this spell.
Okay.
A little bit forward.
Oh, it's great. It's been fine all night. I dig it.
Used to.
It was a little warm over
Okay,
here.
I'm adding
I'm getting
a
advantage with an open door.
Yeah. You got the best seat.
What the hell, man? And 13 with fear.
Alright, well at least he can't give me more. So everybody roll your dice.
I thought you already.
Oh yeah, didn't you?
I'll just add 1 because you rolled twice. I don't know how to handle that, honestly. So you hit.
So it's vicious entangle.
Okay.
Takes to move.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, I think it's gonna go.
Okay, and what's the damage?
Oh, so 1d8. Hold on. Get out here. What's there? Do. You add stuff to your damage?
It should just say on the card, like the entangle damage. Well, it's mostly a restraining tool.
4.
And who are you targeting? This
The guy
guy?
that's shooting the gun.
So what does your magic look like? Is this like vines growing out of the ground? Or?
Yeah, so these
I was just gonna say-
roots and vines reach out
He
from
has
the
actually
ground
been
and
around
temporarily
the
restrain the
I don't have that.
guy.
And how is Draven like? What is Draven feeling right now? This is your first battle in the service of Bane, and are you like having the time of your life? You've seen a lot of your own guys die. Are you like yelling and screaming? Are you cool and calculated?
I'm cool and calculated.
So you
This
recognize.
is what he is. He's
So-
waited for this moment.
So like, so before.
Living for this.
So I think Draven, like before most people, you recognize that he was the source of the spears, these metal spears coming down, and like instantly you're like, this is the target, like taking these guns out. You make your way around. You jump up on this platform, and you raise your arms, and vines break through, and you look down. This is actually a metal platform, and you hear the bending of metal as vines break through and wrap this guy up. And as you know, he's pumping his arms forward, firing spears, and the vines wrap him up tightly, and these guns just completely stop firing.
And also, so that's like a success, right?
Yes, with fear. So it's about to be my turn.
So it says I can spend a hope to temporarily restrain any enemies that are close to him.
Okay, close. So close would be like this,
Well, I think
right?
the most you did-
And there's no one close to him.
Even that
Go
guy,
ahead.
like,
Not. It says close.
yeah, it's just very close. It says very close.
Okay, so this is very close, and the pin is close.
Is that accurate? Is that like game rate?
Yeah, this is literally how the game works. We went over it while you were on. This
Is that an official?
this is and well they made it that way so that you can use like household tools.
It just came in today. That's a fresh close comment.
Yeah, look at that one.
So you dealt 1 damage to him.
If that guy would have just been a couple more feet back.
All right.
So since he rolled a fear,
It's my turn, and I have a lot of fear and a lot of tokens.
No.
I think we forgot to move Andrew.
Yeah, I
didn't get-
No, we didn't forget it. It's just
Here,
my turn.
here's one of mine.
I added one.
There is
for it.
no initiative. You just gotta go
But
when
since you
wanna go.
haven't gone yet, then you will have more.
You should have priority for the
Yeah,
next
you'll
Okay.
Logan, I want to
No, you don't.
punch
Go
your
away.
face. Okay,
I want to punch your face.
so I'm gonna use
Yeah.
that one
Face.
to
Not so
activate him.
punchable.
You actually told me that once.
He's gonna mark a
You know your face is
And then she
punchable.
hit me in the shoulder.
He's gonna mark a stress, and his dagger again, his shield again, is going to turn into a dagger.
Can I do something?
You can.
You can see
Freedom,
him,
bitch. Yeah.
Isn't that what you like to do?
mama.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a fear to give him advantage, first of all.
Yeah, try to
And
go.
I'm gonna spend a fear to give him double damage. So can we use our spells like more than one?
Wow. That's
Um,
awesome compared to like how.
Yeah, 5 easy. Like,
And now I'm going to
Yeah.
gotcha. 10 plus 12 and 13. Does that hit? What's your evasion?
11. So how does armor points work? That's for the damage or the cage?
For the damage. So yeah, let's look at the damage. So since I spent the fear, I gave him double proficiency, which is like double damage. 5, 13. 13 damage.
It's my major.
Yeah, well, it's different for everyone. So you have to look.
My 8. 8's my major.
Okay, so this is what's your maximum?
16.
Okay, so it's going to deal 2
Okay.
unless you reduce it with your armor. So what's your?
How much was it?
It's 13,
So if I.
2, actually.
and you can spend multiple armor slots at the same
Would that
time.
be 2?
You don't have to spend 4 or 3 armor slots to reduce it. I would just take the 2.
Oh yeah, sorry, it's 15 because he stabbed you with his dagger.
I'll just take it.
You're just gonna take it. It's 15. I guess that's right below your severe.
Right below my severe.
So yeah, because his shield turned into a dagger again, he's in like offensive mode.
Alright.
So these walls come down around you thanks to this guy. You know, he's like Magneto up here, and you see him like moving his hands and forming these walls, and you're just completely like taken aback by like this technique. And as you look up, like you're not expecting him to just come in with both weapons and stab them deeply into you, and you take 2 damage. 3 fear left. Okay, this guy activated. He is going to spin a stress. Again, his armor breaks apart, forms into his double sword, and he'll attack. Crud, who would he attack? He's kind of like surrounded. He'll strike at Biff again.
Biff, no.
Biff is kind of down.
Keep Biff alive.
He's gonna strike
Biff is
at.
the mission now.
He's gonna strike at the frog again.
Save Biff, save the world. Saving Private Biff.
Does a 12 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. So you dealt 8 damage, which you can reduce with your armor again. It should be right above your.
Armor's 2. So if I reduce the damage, it takes a hit, right?
It's like, if you just
So yeah, if you reduce, so it's at 8. If you reduce it by 2, it'd be to 6. That will take 1 point of 1 hit point.
Now, where do you mark the 1 hit point? Ah, right there. Got it. You have 6.
So when you short rest and long rest, you can repair your armor. So he is so attuned to using his whatever magical tech that he has. He's swinging with his arms before the weapon even forms.
Oh yeah.
And as he's coming down, the double-bladed sword forms in his hand, and he comes down. But you're able to just nimbly it grazes you and strikes, mostly just damages your armor. I have more things to use. No,
What are they using?
I don't know how to use them.
Right?
I'm gonna activate this guy. I'm gonna use a fear.
Of course you are.
Good. Well, it's a thumbs up and a thumbs down, and I think the up is going to go up,
Yeah.
but it's opposite.
I did it like down. It's bad for us.
He's going to move this. He's going to move with one hand. He's going to bring up one of the bombs that hit you and Biff up, and with the other hand, he's going to move the wall on top of his ally and bring the bomb down. And it explodes. Everyone needs to make a DC 15 agility. So the wall is floating above him, and this hits and shrapnel goes everywhere. So he's protecting his buddy.
I'm guessing I don't because I'm inside the wall.
No, you're fine. He's protecting you.
Oh no!
You're good.
Nope.
So DC 15 agility.
So can we use that D6 for this?
Yes.
Then Alforo go recruit some mercenaries.
You guys ran into them.
Yeah.
These guys don't seem like nice people.
You said all of us make an agility roll?
Just you, Bailey, and the frog, and the goblin.
Hopper.
Hopper, Eradris, and I don't know which. And Binder.
Yeah, they're evil snake people from the southern deserts.
What did y'all get?
15. Oh, sorry.
13 with here.
Come on in.
16 with
I hired a bunch of
You want some magic weapons?
All of y'all?
Here you go.
I only got 13.
He got 13 with everybody did get pumped.
You're not
you're
close.
down
You're okay.
Oh, okay. I'll get
It'll be your turn next.
like, you gotta move, can't run.
So did you use the inspiration to dodge this?
No idea here. It's like
So why doesn't someone take the lead and tell me how all of y'all dodged this attack?
You all ducked under the shelter.
You like got in there with him?
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. So you guys are all just like you know when you're crowding under an umbrella, basically you're like.
Well, how this one? I'm too short to do that. You're like I get to the ground. I'm like,
Okay, you guys are like, oh, 1, 2, 3. I've already used 3.
yeah, we'll get under the.
I'm like out of people to
Frog with
activate.
an attitude.
I'll pass it back. Okay, Andrew, it's your turn.
okay.
Paradise.
All right.
It might be a boring turn because you're just gonna move. I think.
I can use hope to move farther, right?
No. You can help someone else move farther, but not. I don't know how you would do
You
that.
can hope to move farther, but you can't spend hope to move farther.
Your best turn is just getting up there. I think.
Yeah.
If you beat a 15, I'll let you attack. How about that?
Deal.
And you have the D6 from the turtle speech. Yeah. I don't know what that speech was like. The turtle speech.
What does it take to re-roll?
To reroll? Well, you'll have abilities that will let you do that.
What do you roll?
A 9 with fear.
Ouch. You know, add a d6 to that.
Unless I get a perfect 6.
Yeah.
But if you beat a 10, you can move this far.
Alright.
So out of fear.
14 with fear. Wait, I don't know how the D6 works.
Do you have the D6 for the hope die?
You just
You
added
have
some
d6 to
total.
the total. So
It's like a plus.
Wait,
I know, but
so 15 with fear.
No, I can't.
Okay, so you're good.
It doesn't increase your hope.
Boom.
It's kind of
So
like when we do an attack.
so what was it about this speech that made you like run up the hill faster?
I don't know, I felt like I was getting left behind. I was like, you know what?
I'm not gonna be a troll.
I'm not gonna be a lazy bum.
Peer pressure.
Peer
Peer
pressure.
pressured me up there.
Kid told you, like, nah, if I beat you up this
Better
hill,
yet.
you know what that means.
Yeah, I'm
What?
the turtle motherfucker.
Yeah.
You better not let me beat you up this hill.
having so much fun up there. I don't want to miss out this.
So
My
you,
father taught me so much. I couldn't miss out.
you come up this hill and you see a strange sight. You see this bizarre-looking enemy, but huddled in with him are a robot and a frog, and the goblin's just hiding. But they're all kind of hiding underneath this floating platform. But yeah, you can go ahead and roll your attack as well. So you're gonna roll 2d12, and then you're gonna add your attack.
Okay.
Dwarves with natural sprinters. At least they're-
Oh, shite.
I'm gonna move these. I'm gonna move
23 with fear.
these. Okay.
Oh, this thing's a hit.
It's a good hit.
Yeah. You definitely hit. So yeah, roll your damage.
Twelve.
12.
It's a 1d10 plus 2.
Okay, so you kill this guy, but you tell me, how does this go wrong? Something really goes wrong with this. So tell me how you kill him, and then something very bad happens afterward.
I don't want to like.
You got 3 of us all.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like I go for like a fancy move just to chop his head off. I chop the head off, right? But I have a little bit too much power on it to nick someone else.
Okay. So you actually damage. I'll make it a 50-50 between the two of you. Okay, Hopper, you end up taking 6 damage from this chop.
Wait.
My bad. You're on my team, right?
Then can I do my thing on the other platform? Tell me.
Who has not gone? I don't think you have gone this
In
this
actual
round.
combat, no.
But I killed him.
But it's big.
But everyone else, and you haven't, because you were going to do the mist.
I'm not gonna do it, but I have.
Okay.
I am not gone. No, you punched me in the face. Are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's gone more than once?
It's hard to
Who's
tell.
gone once?
It's hard to.
I've gone once.
It's hard to tell because after that first
Like
shot,
combat-wise?
yeah, you've gone once.
Besides running, like besides movement, who's done something
All
besides
right. After
movement?
you two, we're gonna
I've
have a
done one thing
we're gonna have a clean slate. Okay, how about that? We're gonna start over. Okay, go ahead.
Didn't he roll a fear? It's your turn.
I did roll fear. Are you taking the fear or are you taking the turn?
I'll take the fear. I want to finish the round. There. I did it right. Okay, go ahead.
No, we have him dead, right? Okay.
He is dead. His head got chopped off. He actually hurt his
Yeah.
frog-like friends. Sorry about that, Hopper. Biff is bleeding, but he's okay. Ouch.
Okay, so
This guy is still here, and there's still a floating wall of right here.
okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mark the stress, and I'm going to take all my base points.
Okay.
Backfire, so I'm just going to pick up the vestige of a hyena.
Okay.
Lizzie took all the animal miniatures earlier, so we don't
It's
see
fine.
anything for you to transform.
It's fine. We can just have the.
She's like, my ammos.
There's a goblin.
Yeah, something.
She got all of them. Well, there might be some other like
Yeah.
monsters.
You got a priest of war, but they're gone now.
Yeah.
There you go.
You don't argue with.
I don't think you're that big, but
Yeah, that's a big guy.
I'm assuming you're hopping up.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to scale the wall?
I'm going to try and scale the wall and get on the other side. That way I can help out him.
Okay.
Hallelujah, the king of the jungle.
So what does it look like when you transform?
So when I transform, you just see like bubbles pouring on my skin. All of a sudden, I just like stomach and that.
Oh,
You
God.
went gremlins.
I know
Don't
exactly.
say that.
Is it like nasty kind of transformation?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with nasty because it's goblin.
Right.
It's like for some odd reason this guy can do it.
So when you turn into a hyena, is this like a hyena goblin, like a green, scaly, nasty hyena, or is this like a legit hyena you see in Africa?
I want to say kind of like an natural one, but with
Okay, you should like a green tinted hyena. Okay. So yeah, mark your stress. And go ahead and
yeah, I'm gonna attack that guy that's on him. That should give me advantage on it, right? Because
yeah, he's engaged. So yeah, you roll your hope twice. And we're gonna add.
that is 6.
So he actually still has the dagger, so he doesn't have his shield.
So that's 16 plus hope.
Okay, that hits. And add a hope.
I'm full up on hope actually. So
Yeah, you should attack team.
yeah, I didn't think about it.
I mean, no one can really tag team with me right now. Being trapped.
You two could tag team.
Can we tag team? Can we actually go ahead and tag team?
Too late.
Yeah.
But next time.
Wait, I also need to give you an action.
I got it.
Tag teaming's so cool. Do it next time, motherfucker.
Yep. Okay, so then it's a D.
Well,
Food should be here in 2 minutes.
That's
Date and time.
7.
It's
and no,
just time.
just a
7 damage.
Yeah.
It won't let me change it to.
So he takes
Probably set this
2.
up your location. Yeah, VPN,
Yeah, this is his first time he's been hit.
You right click on date and time and say adjust date and time.
Where did you put it?
Alright,
Alright, I think I got
so
it.
yeah, as you get stabbed, Logan, both his weapons like stab into your torso, and as he's like kind of celebrating his strike, a greenish hyena leaps over and kind of scales the wall and kind of threads the needle, jumps down, and you just like bite into this guy's back.
Yeah, it's like a chop like right here.
You just lock your teeth in and like you've got him like in your jaws. Like it's not like a bite and retract. Like you've got him, and you're one of those big nasty hyenas. Like not one of the you're like the Lion King hyenas, and you're just like I've got this guy, and you hear this like kind of alien just screeching like
Oh, it's because
as he's trying to get you off. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna use Enrapture. So I'm gonna get between both of them, and I'm gonna basically like plop down on my belly and like start spinning.
Okay.
Like light reflects off the top of my shell, and I'm gonna make up spells
Not-
against them.
Not a move that they are expecting.
Yeah, I'm trying to get their attention on me.
One guy has the back to you, and one guy is restrained.
So that's a against one of them.
That a 10 does not hit, unfortunately, unless you can add the d6 for yourself and maybe bump that up. And did you add your spellcasting modifier?
Yeah, that's what my spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
Actually, I want to, as I start that, I want to go into basically use one of my Orderborn dedications, and I'm going to say, light work makes light work. So whenever I speak that, I can use a d20 as my hope die instead of a d12.
Okay.
So.
And you can do that after you roll?
I don't know. Once for short rest.
Go ahead and do it, and then read it. Go ahead and do it, and then just clarify it afterwards for future reference.
Okay. It doesn't specify before or after you roll, but I'm assuming it's probably before. So that's
Okay, yeah, that
22 now.
hits.
The boat. So it'd be 20 before that.
Should I add your hope?
Actually, full of hope. I can't get it.
Full of hope.
We just start attacking.
I'm gonna also.
Let's see if we can figure out how to use it. We're not.
I had to.
I think we'll have pretty good enough.
I marked 2 stress to target the
I still don't know what it
first.
is.
So the. Make a spell cast roll against a close target and success temporarily keep it. So I'm targeting both of them. Do I need to roll my spell cast against both of them because the spell?
No, I think you're good.
Okay, so it's 22, and so both of them are their field of view is narrow, basically just seeing me, and they also all sounds around them are drowned out except for my voice.
Oh, that's
Okay.
They just see me like on the ground, like breakdancing and spinning, and the light of the sun is like reflecting on my shell like a disco ball.
Okay, he sees his buddy get cut down, and then there's this bright light from this. I don't know if you know the Smash Brothers Bowser spin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing, and it's just and he spins around, and you see just the rage in his eyes, and the floating wall that's suspended above them starts to head your way. And this guy also, he's restrained by the vine, but you also have his attention.
You ready? I'm not gonna actually add this to this, but I also have like William Brown on this and attack on there. It has an additional D8 damage. That's the stuff. We've already skipped my turn.
Okay. Yeah, I know, we're all learning. Okay. Action tracker 4. Top of the round. First round.
Oh, me.
There.
Who wants to go?
Oh my god.
Who would make most sense to go? Or who has it been a while for?
Oh, never?
Like
Yeah.
everyone.
I've never gone.
You haven't gone yet? I'm sorry.
No, then you can go.
After you, it's a first turn.
Like,
You've been getting the crap beat out of you in the
seriously, I'm
cage
like,
match.
I ain't getting another turn being
So, I will let you like look inside. This is what's
I
happening
have
inside.
4 hope.
4?
This is mine.
I think it's still. It's not in the top round yet.
They only talk
It doesn't matter. Tag team with
Yeah, you can tag team with him right now.
Fuck it, let's do it. So it costs what? 3 hope? Tag team?
Yes.
From both of us or just him?
Just him.
Just the initiator.
This is your once per session.
You and Logan share.
By the way, this is once per session. So this is it for tonight.
Alright, thank you.
Your tag team move.
Let's do it.
So you both roll 2d12, and whichever one you want to take, and you'll only add 1 action tracker.
Same.
What'd you get?
I got a 17 with nothing.
Okay, so both of you add a hope.
Okay, and would I add my, I don't know, sword modifier?
Yeah, you add. So your weapon should say the relevant stat.
Agility?
Yeah, so like whatever your. So the 17 is the base, and you'll both add different things to that
So,
attack. If it's an
17,
attack.
19, right?
It's funny.
19 hits.
I don't act that way.
And then I just roll the damage.
Yeah. So you gotta tell me what y'all are doing as a tag team move.
Well, I mean, I've got him already, like, in my mouth.
He's got him by the back of the neck. So he's kind of like trying to get him off.
Hold that shit up. So like, yeah, I'm gonna. So you're behind him. Right?
Yeah, I basically got him in my claws.
I'm gonna like. How short is it? Like, can I just like stab down?
His head is. You are kind of holding his head down. So if you see his weapon come up, you can kind of line him up with the down. You kind of pick up on what he's doing and put his.
Basically, I pick up what he's doing and I just use all my hyena weight now. Just
Like
lean
force
back.
him down.
No, to lean back. Yeah, make him go look up.
So like it goes into his face. Okay.
In his face or like move it that way he goes.
All right, y'all combine your damage. And
How much combined?
how much damage it is.
Captain Planet is.
Who's around me? I want to tag team.
Can you give me a die?
You want to tag team?
Yeah.
I want to take a die.
Please.
Oh, you do.
Here, I know what I got.
Okay.
Mine was an 11.
7 plus 6, so
13.
13.
So
I'm looking for the. Thanks, God.
I had an 11.
So 13 plus 11, so 24 damage. His major major threshold is 9.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, how do you how do you want to do this?
This is chicken.
You only have 3 health left.
Yeah, I'm gonna like through his head, stake him to the
Yep,
ground.
because my basically.
So like bending backward, like as you're bending him backward, you stick him into the with
We
your.
basically killed him.
Yeah, was there when this hyena came over the wall? Was there any like, oh crap, a green hyena, or is
They
it?
probably know that.
Are I know they know you can transform, but what is this? Is this like you guys have trained so much together that the hyena flanking combo that's like y'all's signature move, or was it surprising to see the hyena, or is it like, oh yeah, we practiced this move before?
It's hyena day.
It's hyena day. Thursdays are hyena practice.
But they have to be out of melee.
This guy is down.
Okay. And as I strike, I'm like, for the glory of pain.
That's right. Die, foreign people.
I'm just gonna hold the neck fold. Hold the mouth fold neck.
Yeah, you. I don't know if this is gross or like tasty to you or like.
Well, I'm goblin, so I'm pretty sure I had it.
No, for me, this is just, I'm like gleefully laughing.
I just mean he's like tasting this guy's neck. But the taste is like there's like fluid, but it tastes like mud, like a It's not unpleasant.
It's probably more or less
Like getting it's very surprising. Like there's definitely, but it's like a watery mud taste as and like it's like this black
I'm gonna have to run my mouth.
liquid. But yeah, it's not nasty. Like if you've got dirt in your mouth before, it's not like you're gonna throw up.
Like golems? I've got my whole turn plotted out.
If you yeah, why don't you just go ahead
I crit.
again?
Here's what I'm doing. Yep.
Okay.
So
You disguise yourself as them. Oh,
as
I'm
they
sorry.
run toward me, I said, "Oh my God, headquarters will hear about this!" And I duck behind one of these towers.
Okay.
The first guy that comes to get me, I sneak attack because I crit, and he takes
He's attacking
17 damage.
17. Okay.
So I guess, hold up.
I thought Joe wasn't good at this.
And I like to get, this was just like he comes around the corner and I stab him with both my daggers in the neck and I say, "Bang, motherfucker!"
Okay. 19 damage
And I
is
drop my disguise.
19 damage is so as he steps forward, you like tap him on the shoulder and just he turns and you just dig both your daggers into him. He takes 3. It's a major blow. Like they only have 5 health, so you get 3 of 5.
That's my turn.
Add action tracker. Okay. Why don't you go?
Just go.
Why don't you go and then we'll just go. We'll go whatever wise this is.
Me and Dragon are on a tag team.
Okay. So you can let them tag team, or you can go.
So the tag team.
All right, tag team. What is the tag team? This guy's still wrapped up. They both hate you and your shiny disco shell. Yeah.
They hate me because they were focused.
Well, they're focused on you. They're like,
I just really enjoy them performing.
Well, I'm gonna shoot a dude that's closer to him with a. I got a short bow.
He's in rapture.
okay. So the tag team is he's distracted and
As I like see him get shot and like kind of see it as an opportunity, I'm going to use a wild flame to make a spellcast roll again against both of them to shoot flame from my hands. Spellcast roll against them.
yeah, y'all both roll. Do you want to hit her off?
First roll rest.
Oh, God dang it! What is the fear shit? I got 16 fear.
Okay. 9 with fear.
Plus 2. Yeah.
So it's fear either way.
Yep.
So go with the 16. 16 hits. So you like lighting his shot on fire, or what does that look like?
Yeah. Essentially, he sees the shell spinning. He shoots, and as I see the arrow take off, I'm gonna like get off. Rowan Archer.
You
What's
both
your damage?
you both combine your damage.
Which
I got
minor damage?
7.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know damage.
This guy hasn't been hurt yet. Oh yeah, he has been hurt.
Yeah, he's got.
He hasn't been hurt. Wall.
Alright, so
Nagita
I got
hasn't been
8.
hurt yet. What's it combined?
What yours?
7.
15.
15. So his major's a 9, so he takes 3. His
Yeah.
first damage.
And it also does to the other guy. Up to 3.
Okay, so does that apply? So yeah, so now that applies to the double. So
Yeah.
how do you make this arrow? You have a way to make this arrow like maybe you bounce it off your shell and hit the other guy, or what does this look like? How are you making it hurt both of them?
I want to say that you shoot me and your arrow splits off, and then I light both of them on fire as they like splinter off.
So
they,
you
like,
shoot two shots and you
Yeah.
light them both on fire.
Oh,
Okay.
instead of me lighting them on fire, he hits my shell and the sparks cause the
Okay. All right. All right. Like this is like you hold like this is a practiced move. You
Yeah.
hold your shell out and he fires, and then it bounces off. Because it was fear, I'm gonna So they take.
And they also mark a stress.
Okay,
Just
so
so stressed.
both of them were fresh on stress. But why was he at 2 of 5? Has this guy been shot yet?
Yes.
You shot him? Oh crap.
Think
Okay.
about it. Is he dead?
All right. Yeah. How do you want to do this? He's dead. This guy is dead.
That's my boy.
So he's blinded by the light. He's bringing this wall. Let's just say that as the arrow strikes him, he loses his concentration. The wall that he was moving to crush you falls prematurely and smashes it. And this guy, who's still wrapped up with vines, takes an arrow,
Flaming arrow.
a flaming arrow. He's almost dead. But they're all fear. I'm going to activate him with the token. I'm going to spin a fear to break him out of his vines. He moves. He gets a hand out, and he nudges with his hand, and the turret actually rotates and fires a shot down, and it tears through the vines. As I go down to 3 fear, he seeing y'all kill all his comrades, he moves both hands forward at you two and just starts firing. I have so many tokens.
Oh, great. Time to run.
I'm going to take 2 tokens. I'm going to take 4 tokens and gain 2 fear, and then spend 3. So I lose 1. 2 fear. So I'm going to fire 3 times. At +4. Boom. 19, 12, and 13. Those hit? All of them hit?
Yeah.
Alright, now I'm gonna check your armor slots.
Okay.
Okay, this is 9 damage, 4 damage, and 13 damage. Ugh, 13. 20, so 24 damage to each of you
Total.
Feel free to spend armor slots to bring that down. And you may not be able to bring it down.
I'm gonna spend 2 armor slots to bring it down by 18 to 6.
What? By 18? Oh yeah, yours is 9 armor? Oh my gosh. So what is your armor, like 2 or 3?
Mine's 2.
2. Okay, he has 9. Alright.
Armor 6. What do I have? 5 and 10.
Oh, so y'all are fine. I'm about to like think y'all are like gonna be pinned to the
So you
wall.
I would be.
So we took 24, so you can spend however many slots to reduce it by that much.
The armor system
Spend
is
2,
interesting.
reduce it by 12.
It's a good idea.
And then you would make it a
It's it's different.
3.
What is a rogue supposed to do in his armor system?
So you have way better evasion. So you typically have one or the other, your armor or evasion. So while they're calculating, Binder, why don't you go? You can tag team or. So how do y'all want to do this? Is it back to your priority since you passed, or since you passed now is it moving on?
I'd like to do that.
I think we should go back to
That is that time.
I would like to go.
He's hurt.
Just a few hurt.
He's hurt. He's like half dead. Very damaged. Black. See black
Spend 2.
goo is coming out of him.
I'll find you up there.
You want to tag team?
I'll take you.
You guys are next to each other. Okay, you have to spin. Oh yeah, did you spin 3 hope? Spin 3 hope. No, just the initiator.
Just you.
And this is your one tag team for the whole session, but you just because you're a partner, doesn't mean you can still initiate. Yeah.
So Logan
Spending 3 hope. Roll to attack.
You both roll, and then you decide which one you want to go with.
No.
Probably not. You want mine. I have an 18 with hope. Okay.
unless he gets a double.
You never do more than 3.
You roll your thing. Yeah. Fine.
Thanks. Your turn.
There is a massive damage alternate roll where if you take like double your.
Because I could have spent more hope to sneak attack
I have
on that crit.
Okay, well,
And I didn't pump it.
Yeah, but you were already so high. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there should be an acid damage roll. Because you could have done 100 damage.
Like,
So only
theoretically, you like should be able to still take it.
you hit, so combine your damage. Or magic or whatever. It doesn't have to be damage if you're casting a spell as part of the tag team. You know, I forgot to add the vulnerable to him. Sorry
He's
about
already.
that. Yeah, I forgot you made him vulnerable, but it's a good one.
I'll do the same. I'm just gonna make it vulnerable.
Oh, with your guiding bolt,
Yeah, 4.
4 damage plus what? What's your damage? Half dead, less than half.
Alright, so I'm gonna hop up on the platform. I'm gonna use the hopper signature move.
Oh god.
That's why- So I read it. I can grab things with no stress. If I want to attack at close range, it costs me the stress.
Okay. You gonna take an eye? Is that what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna take
Okay.
You turn them all.
Hopper pops up. Now, how are you assisting with the eye acquisition here?
rest of the face.
Are you guiding bolt his eyes? Literally, like they're glowing like perfect targets for the tongue. You're guiding the tongue in.
I've got
The bad guy's eyes glow. They're like, that's awesome. Who's doing that? They think it's one of their guys. Like, yeah,
Yeah, get him. You guys are in for it now.
8.
8 plus 4. All you needed was a 9 to finish him. So yeah, his eyes start to glow, and it's too bright, and he opens them. You know, like normally it's like this sneer, but then he opens them very wide, like oh crap, and then he barely sees the tongue, and I like just coming in, and you grab you wrap around something very hard, which is weird. And you rip it out of his head, and black, like, liquid comes spraying out.
What the?
And you hear this alien like gurgle, and he falls. But you retrieve
Spit that out.
an eye, but it's like a cut gemstone.
Right, I got rich.
Put that in
And
your mouth.
this is not the sensation you were expecting, but it's a pleasant surprise. And black liquid is spraying out of his face as he just falls face forward, and you see the guns kind of like as he falls, in unison they kind of point downward. But that's it for this bunker. You guys have cleared the bunker.
Dog 1 is open. I repeat, dog 1 is open.
And as
We're in business.
And as you look at the other bunkers, as you look over here, they were very distracted, Joe, by you, and they actually turned their attention and were quickly rushed by the other Bane soldiers yelling, "Omnia!" And they rush, and the other bunkers are. You guys were first, just to be clear. The other bunkers are being overwhelmed. But as you look out, you see massive casualties. People torn to bits. You see spears just dug into the sands all over the place. But you guys have taken the hill at a high cost. The beach belongs. That's right. The beach
I
belongs.
started erecting a Banian flag.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
Wait.
Put the flags in.
Where's the gift?
I
Can
just
you
like
kill the?
I would just put a Banian flag on a pole as high.
Yeah, I get told why we're doing
There we are. If we're in Discord, you can see it. It's a picture Bane.
Popping eyeballs out.
It's the Iwo Jima.
And maybe I'll break out into song like this.
Turn it up.
Yeah, you guys are feeling it. You're like, holy crap. Like, this was your first mission. Like, you landed on foreign soil in the boat. You know, maybe you had a few doubts.
Did Biff make it?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, Biff made it.
Biff has a big, like his arm is wrecked, but he actually standing up there with you. He's helping y'all put that flag in, and he's just like, heck yeah, you know, he is like he's just his arm, like he's like about to bleed out, but he's just like,
Oh, nice.
Somebody
bang.
patch Biff the fuck up.
Biff, come here, go over here.
Hey, Biff, you need to
Damn,
lay
what happened to you?
down, Biff.
The hyenas just literally sitting there as everyone's singing.
But yeah,
Yeah, you're
they're
just jumping. Boink, boink, boink,
I'm sorry.
boink.
Flesh with the
But tell me about what your character is thinking right now. Are you like, I love war, or are you like, let's never do that again?
Who? All of us?
I have been trained to fight my whole life. So I'm not so worried.
You're just like, are you like overjoyed, or is this like, I've been like, there's no emotion? Like,
I'm overjoyed because like I've been trained to fight. And I fought some small battles. This was like a big one. No, like this was like a pretty good.
This was the. I mean, we haven't really fought a battle before, right?
no, you graduated 2 weeks ago, and you were.
Where's the Sarge? Did the Sarge make it?
I'm so confused.
Yeah. So as you guys are like cheering, you guys are hugging each other. Maybe you're crying. You got the flag up.
Yeah,
You know,
we
you're
want
trying to
from
get
him.
Biff to calm down so he doesn't bleed everywhere. And Sarge finds you guys, and again, he has been cold, yelling for a year. And he sees you guys, and it's just like, the look on his face is like, you're alive? Like,
Oh, I absolutely barrel hug that motherfucker. I'm screaming Omnia like like you trained us. You trained us to win today.
I'm adding their blood to my wood paint. that I have.
Absolutely.
so is Draven like yelling,
like-
or is he just like saluting the sunset? Like, what is Draven doing?
Taking it in.
Like,
He's been ready for this his whole life. He's been dreaming about it. He's loving every minute of it. He's ready for more.
yeah, and Sergeant gets up there, and the High Elves, they're in the Bane Kingdom, the High Elves and the non-High Elves don't like interact. And in fact, I already said all the officers
No.
and all the leadership are all High Elves. And so Draven being part of your squad is like really weird, and he joined like, and you can, I'll let you tell. Like, is it like you were wanting to start? You were like, I'm not better than these guys. What was the thinking
Bane is
there?
everyone.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to start up at the bottom like everybody else.
So yeah, the High Elves typically train somewhere else, and all the frogs and the turtles and the freaks, you know, train with you guys. But yeah, Draven was like, heck yeah, let's do this. And so this, your High Elf Sergeant, who is supposed to hate, you know, non-High Elves, is in there with you guys. He's hugging you guys. He's yelling with you guys. Totally breaking character, right? Logan, how is your character feeling?
Like my character's just gleefully like just so joyful right now. He's going around just sticking up stakes and putting his enemies on him, full Dracula style.
You're like taking their heads off.
Just totally like sticking them on stakes.
We've already got one on stake.
Oh yeah, I gotta finish the work.
So
Just like
you,
laughing as I do it.
you actually reach for a body.
Fuck.
I was waiting on somebody.
They reanimate.
Yeah, Twitch.
Stab!
The boss health bar fills back up.
No! Die!
They all meld together into one big guy.
That's why I got hours. Because they were in.
I'm gonna
That's
send
all
you
this
a
is on
new
TV.
image, Kyle.
It's not. It's not anymore.
But yeah, you reach for this body. You're about to desecrate this corpse, and it moves, or something under it moves. It's just like
I
The
grabbed it.
goblin. Did we lose somebody?
I absolutely.
you don't see it, but you just see something. It's like something's underneath, like its equipment is there, and it's just like something just kind of like reacted to you.
Logan's character's like,
Yes. Francis. Hey, Francis.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I'm picking up that body still.
You're
I'm on mission, dude. I'm like in a blood frenzy. My eyes are all like bloodshot.
all right, Kyle. I sent you a
it's like
thing.
poop.
I really like being a barbarian.
As you lift the body up, you see underneath it a very strange creature.
Oh gosh, that's what we're gonna
I stab it. What the? Is that?
It's so cute.
You see a small, like a clay. It's about this large, with these two bright
Eyeballs.
It's a Kirby.
eyes,
Do you speak?
and it has these small, kind of squishy feet. But you would think it was like a statue, like made by a kid, if it didn't like kind of turn its head and look at you kind of curiously.
I'm gonna like, I guess, kneel down and like, do you speak, creature?
It looks at you, and then it suddenly changes, and its face, it gets longer, and its face matches yours. But now it's those two gems are eyes where your eyes are, and now it's looking at you, and you can see its mouth trying to move, and it's just no sound is coming out. But yeah, it's now you're looking into your own like face with no color at all.
I declare you my friends. You are comrades.
Your name is not Squidgy.
It's
It's
like,
okay. You pick it up, and it you pick it up and put it like on your shoulder, and it just like it's way heavier than you think,
I'm
and
not burdened by any weight.
you're not. Yeah, yeah, it's not heavier than you think,
I'm just like, yeah.
and
Got a little Yuki on.
you're really surprised that it's its ability. Like you think it'd slide off, it makes its way along, and you feel it start to vibrate, almost like a purr, but more like a minor.
What?
But yeah,
Oh, man.
Don't pick up any of that Elgarian commie crap.
It
It's
begins to
comrade.
look. It's looking around, and it seems very excited and curious, and it has no problem on your shoulder.
We just adopted it.
Yes.
Somebody needs to freaking shoot that shit off of his shoulder.
You shoot, you die.
You just adopted like one of
I don't know why, but it
Yeah.
So Kate made this actually.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, so their armor and weapons are still there.
Not their heads. Their heads are gone.
Their heads are gone. Yeah.
Porthos has done barrel rotation.
Just letting you know, they're the equipment that you
Can I get that dagger shield thingy? I like cool shit.
I think that was like a psionic.
Is it? Is that the special?
you'd have to play with it to know how it works. It's not like anything you've seen before.
I would like to see
like,
this.
I would like to
but,
a set of their weapons.
Okay.
So I was like, I don't
He has a
do you have something shorter? than that?
improved
Which is
longsword.
exactly
Is that
my style.
in the-
It should be in there, yeah.
And
Like this is just as cool.
no,
Yeah,
I would
it's
like
way
to
less
heal Biff.
cumbersome because it's like
You want to heal Biff?
Yes.
a foot and a half.
Biff
shorter.
is like, yeah, and then like you see him like he's pale because he's losing a lot of blood, and he starts to kind of stumble and buckle.
Can I just pick him up like princess style and set him down on like a
You
chair?
require
Like-
a
Well done, Biff.
He gets a 8 hit points back.
All right. You close the wound, and he still has a big like
And this pulp-
gash, but he's not bleeding anymore.
Nice.
And what's that bow, the dagger shield weapon thing? Is that? What is it right now? Is it a dagger or a bow?
It's a dagger.
I must think bow.
You
No, I mean.
as your so yeah, so Biff actually like
So we'll play a little bit with this. Tighten it up a little.
you know, to you sorry, what's
Pretty cool.
Bender's name? Unless you want me to call you Bender.
Oh, it's every weekend until mid.
I haven't decided on one.
Bender.
So he looks at you, and he's just like,
Absolutely.
did we do it? Is this real? Did we win?
Blink out in a second. It's over for now.
And he slaps you on the back, Hopper. And he's just like, oh, he almost we're even now, aren't we? And it's just like he's overjoyed that he's alive, and like reality is setting in. Like he went to from like survival mode to like yes.
You're my boy, Biff.
And he gives you a hit that's harder than maybe he intentioned, because you're a little bit smaller than he is. He whacks you. You're looking at this gem, and you kind of stumble it in your hands as he whacks you, and he's just like, "He almost got you." I need to sit down, and so
Flick the tongue, push him down.
Almost like something.
he found this creature underneath a some debris.
Oh boy.
If anyone has
Little doodle ball.
If anyone has skills or
It really
experience
it
with
looks like
weird
my own
things,
head. So it's like double head.
who these people are,
So-
history and that kind of thing.
My character's been like around for a long time and is nomadic. By
Okay.
name.
Yeah, I'm nomadic.
Like, one of my things is just ancient.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll. You need to spend a hope,
Yeah.
and you can roll as well. Anyone else? If anyone else has, if your character would like know about weird people.
No, I don't have a skill or anything. Like I know people
I know
in
murder.
different towns and cities.
Okay.
I don't know if that
Does
would
it
give
make
me
it
a
seem
roll on
like-
this, but
Religious or dogmatic in any way? Or
Yeah, religious in the sense that it's very foreign. So
Which one
yeah,
worked?
I
You
think
got some.
I think it could apply.
someone
Okay.
roll holy crap.
So I would add the number next to this.
oh yeah, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap is what for weird stuff.
It's weird religious.
Weird religious
iconography.
It's
Okay.
from the background.
I love that expertise.
It's the best one I've heard so far.
All right. Oh, that's the 12 hope, 1 fear. So that's what is that? Knowledge.
15, 1-5.
Okay.
13. 15.
With fear, I guess.
Oh, with fear.
Well, mine was the
Whoa. That is a great effect.
Yeah.
Fucking love that.
Thank you.
I don't know how I feel though about asking you to, giving you opportunity to roll and getting fear. Whatever, deal with it.
No, I think that on non-combat roles it makes sense because it gives you a chance to do interesting things in non-combat too.
Yeah.
Right? The action economy extends now into
Into
non-combat,
narrative.
which I really love.
So you rolled 15. What? 15. You know for sure that these are not Eldarians. They're not human. They're not a race that you like. You would have heard of people like this and this whatever magical tech that they've got. You've never heard of it. And actually, Draven, why don't you roll as well? Because you being a student of military tactics, if you'd like to,
You've heard of all their stupid arc wizards.
what did you roll? So if you'd like to, I'm not telling you to do it, but this would be an experience
Thor
roll.
on his
If you roll
bitch
military
Ezekiel.
tactics. And while he's rolling that, what did you roll with holy crap?
15.
15. Like seeing the blood, like I think you've got some of this inky blood in your hands, and you're just like, this is not a carbon-based life form. Whatever the medieval fantasy version of that is.
Yeah.
But you're like, this organism like survives in a very different way than we do, right? Even like of all the varying races on this land, there's a lot of common on the inside, right? Like we all bleed the same color, pretty much. And you're just like, what is this? But what you've learned is that these people, like, you have no idea. You're for sure that you have no clue, and that no one else has a clue, like within 100 miles of this place.
These
We're
don't
freaking
fit
out
within,
Thor.
like any of the lineages of like.
I don't think I'll throw it up,
creation
buddy,
or,
anymore.
like,
If I just
their-
roll
Hmm?
2d12.
Thor's not our dude anymore.
Yeah.
No,
and
he's
then,
the enemy.
And then add
Okay.
your
We
knowledge,
know about
add
Althor,
your
the arc wizard who
experience.
summons crazy
And then you
evil
need to
creatures
spend
to
a
fight
hope
us.
to
Are we
activate.
playing this whole campaign in Daggerheart?
We are playing it.
No, we're playing a new campaign
Yeah. Well,
in
New
Daggerheart.
campaign.
We are completely new.
We're the opposite side of it.
Remember at the end of our last campaign, we found out
We're
Bane
eight.
was the big bad, the kingdom of Bane.
yeah.
Would
They
you
were the ones
We
doing
are
all
eight.
this shit
We are
because they were
eight.
about to invade the world. We are Banian soldiers who just graduated Bane boot camp
Oh no.
and invaded the fucking world. Like that's what this beach
wouldn't worry
attack
about
was.
He made it. It's student loans all over.
So we're against our own.
Yeah,
You-
we're
Yes.
basically, yeah.
So you don't have a
I would hope for them
sophisticated like understanding of this what they were doing, but the power of their weapons and also being able to rearrange barriers. You could see like on the battlefield, like moving your battle line instantly. How crazy advantageous that would be. Like this, you're just like dreaming of how Bane could use this. Like that is your like you have no clue how it works with innate, but you're like, holy crap, send R&D down here to figure this stuff out because they wrecked us on the beach, and you guys had the numbers to take them out. With the bombs that they
And
had.
the speed. Like this was awesome, but I also like we have to recognize at the top of the hill, like this was blitzkrieg. Like
You guys,
we
yeah.
absolutely rushed inside of their defenses and knocked the shit out of them.
We were digging and sagging.
Yeah.
But this kind of weapon, you're used to like maybe archers or something. This kind of weapon operated by one person,
Aaron was-
like killed.
basically-
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this was insane. And you guys are like,
Look, the Maginot line had cannons and machine guns that would pop up from a hill with like trees on top and mow down people. The Germans made it around behind it and they all surrendered.
yeah. Well, you guys are thinking, how can Bane figure this out? That's kind of, or at least your thought. Like we've got to adapt, and we've got to. So you have one of the things, and the way my magic items work is if you get something now, you don't get something later. Just letting you know. There are 4 things. There are 4 dudes. There's the shield dagger. There's the double-bladed sword that also turned into armor. You guys figure out who gets what. There's this guy.
Is the
And this guy had a gauntlet. Sorry, there's 3 things. This guy had a gauntlet that he was moving the walls with.
Open the gauntlet.
I'd like this double weighted.
Okay.
It's a little big. Like, it's a little big, but you could make it work.
Well, if I can rearrange it, can it like straighten everything?
So the way that these items work is, so in Daggerheart there's a thing called
A
projects.
dagger into a shield.
When you do a long rest, you can make progress on your project as one of the options. And so you will need 3 if you want the wall segment builder. You'll need 3 progresses on that, and we'll talk more about this later. And you guys will need just 2. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And you can begin, and
it's
you
kind of like a tuning.
you find it kind of, but it's more like learning. So you find a button on the dagger, and you push it, and it.
Would you rather have the dagger?
Yeah.
Or what?
Let's hear what
Okay.
it is.
Well, it comes apart, and it starts to form into a shield, and you just fumble it, and it clang, clang, clang against the ground. But now it's shield. You find the same button, you push it again, and it comes apart, forms into a dagger, and you almost stab yourself. And so you're gonna have to basically learn. These guys were experts with it, and for yours it's kind of the same way. Like you push the double-bladed sword, it comes apart and comes at you, and you duck as these shards of metal form into a suit of armor and hit against the wall. Like it was trying to form on you, but you freaked out.
So I do actually have a experience called Seeker of the Modern World, where I kind of like I like to tinker. I like to mess around with.
You're looking for tech.
I'm looking for tech.
You're super interested in this kind of thing, engineering. So I'm gonna say once we make progress on your project, which we'll talk about again,
Okay.
I'll let you roll, and if you beat a 15, you can reduce it. So in just one long rest, you can have this figured out.
Awesome.
Goblin ingenuity, we'll call it.
Okay.
You find the 4 things. Anything else? You find the little dude.
3.
Yeah, you only said 3 of them. You
3
said
things.
The double-bladed and then the dagger shield.
Yes.
What would the dagger shield add to?
Oh,
So a shield in your offhand gives you +2 armor, not evasion, armor.
Armor.
And then if you activate it, it becomes a dagger, which adds damage to your main hand.
Alright.
Once you figure it out, which you don't have it figured out yet,
Nice.
but you'll be able to switch back and forth between offense and defense.
Do you wield a dagger typically?
I can.
But again, you guys decide who
See,
gets
Joe
what. If you get something
wields a
now, you're excluded from the next round of magic items. Does that make sense?
My character probably wouldn't want a measly little dagger.
Okay, you can answer
Dagger
someone
shield
else.
fits with Joe.
So I would like. I'll toss it back on the ground and
Okay.
look for something else.
So
Let's give it to Joe. Don't toss it on the ground, bitch. We just went through boot camp together.
The goblin in me is like,
I'm like, give it to Joe.
So, Kyle, how long were you in boot?
Like 6 months.
So, like, you would know, like,
Well, sorry, boot camp 3 weeks, but I was processing out for the rest of that time.
anyway, leaving boot, or at the end of boot,
3
and when you're
weeks in
leaving
boot is
boot,
kinda short.
like, you are best friends. Like, everybody knows every damn thing about
So we're talking
everything.
about like actual life here.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, we are, like,
We
us
got
on
6
this hill
months.
right now, we just went through hell. We are best friends, and we just accomplished the mission. So, like, we would all bleed for each other.
After you let me, if you just let me sit there for like a good 5 minutes, you're like, bye.
Have fun storming the castle.
So, you guys get back on the boat, and as you're loading onto the boat, you guys are all high-fiving each other.
What was the fourth item?
Oh, sorry, it's just 3.
Yeah, I give Joe the
My
knife
bad.
dagger.
Um,
I don't need
Dagger
a little thingy.
and yeah, Patrick, you're over there. I guess you can load some of these plates onto the boat because you need them to make the gauntlet work. But yeah, you get some of these, you stack them up. They're extremely heavy.
I'll help him.
I can carry.
Yeah,
With
you
door.
guys
I
you
would
guys load them
manage.
onto the boat. Your boat has less men to take back than it came with.
Probably a lot less.
Sadly, as you're loading onto the boat, you what is Hopper? What is your character? You've had it. You know, the adrenaline's gone. You're on the boat. You're on your way back to Bane. What is Hopper thinking about right now?
I hate working for banks.
You hate Bane.
hate working for Bane?
I hate them.
You guys just
So they kidnapped me. I'm supposed to be in the wilderness. I hate cities.
So you've been faking it? Like,
Yep.
do we know you hate Bane?
Nope. I hate them.
But, like, you're singing proud to be a Banian with us, and, like,
so do you play? Yeah, do you play
Wait,
along
what?
with
I know you're
I'll play along. I'll play along.
and you're
Wait,
just like, yeah.
Hopper, I know your fear of
so
city.
you're, like, deep in your heart, or, like, do we know, like, have you told us
They don't like cities.
that you don't like Bane?
Oh no, I haven't told anybody that. I don't like cities.
So Kit, what does Kit do? Does he try to like talk to everyone and make sure morale? Are you the morale officer?
Yeah.
Self-appointed.
Kid goes around, he's like clapping people on the shoulder. He's like, that was a hell of a fight. I'm proud of you, man. And
Trained
gives
us.
everybody like just
Worked.
the utmost like
Like the secret little frog.
lifting up. Like their spirit's already high, but he's basically just like reaffirming everyone. And then after doing that, he kind of finds a quiet spot like off by himself and just kind of like sits on the edge of one of the boats and looks off into the sunset. Just sort of thoughtful and like
Any thought about the guys that didn't make it and the sacrifice? You guys aren't sure why you came here. You were put on a boat,
yeah.
and you really weren't 100% of the mission until the doors opened. And he said, take that bunker. And does that bother anyone?
I think Kid is definitely thinking about the loss of life on our side, like people that maybe he knew in passing or like talked to in the lunchroom, and he's basically like recounting like all of those different conversations, and then he does take a moment and kind of consider the alien creatures and like tries to imagine and think through like what their life might have been like on their home planet. He just sort of, you know, takes a moment to reflect. Like he was in the battle, it was awesome, but now he's like, all right, there's a lot of people that were alive this morning and they're not alive now.
Everyone can go ahead and take a short rest on the boat. It does take a while to.
How do we do that?
Oh yeah, I'm about to
Yeah, but
go over it.
Scroll all the way down to short rest. Oh, wait.
Does it give you the options?
Yeah, it gives us the option. It's short rest.
So you should have two.
Taking a break for about an hour.
Yeah, you guys have several hours to short rest.
Long rest is for a few
Let me
hours.
see what it says.
Yeah. So long rest is right there. Short rest is.
So yeah, you can do
I have to get
two
ready
of.
for
You have
slots.
4 options, but you can only pick
Nothing to
2.
do.
You can pick the same one twice. You can heal a hit point, clear a
Oh, I
stress,
can
repair armor, or prepare, which is gaining a hook.
Hey, I'm all.
So
Can I do prepare?
yeah, absolutely.
How would you describe it? Like,
Yeah, it's up to you.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, this is really cool. So I have a sharpening step.
You're sharp, and that's how you
So
gain
I'm
health.
gonna sharpen my hollowed axe.
Yeah, so if you're full up on stress, health, and armor, then you might as well gain a hope. And that's
Yeah.
fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna like sharpen my blades. Ask everyone else to either blade sharpen or anything, and just spend the next couple hours sharpening my blades. And anyone else?
You're just like, who's next? Next mission.
Yeah. Ready for the next thing.
So yeah, any questions about short rest?
I'm gonna
So I gain a hope. Right?
tend to wounds and repair armor.
Yeah, definitely repair your armor. Don't forget to do that.
I did not use any armor.
So we can get a
I'm gonna rest and repair and get stress.
Yeah, one. You can do 1 health, stress, armor, or gain a hope, and you can do the same one twice. So if you're missing 2 health, you
I'm
can gain
stacked on hope right now. I've got
You can also do
Well,
all
health
those.
is like-
Yeah, I'm gonna like just.
You might as well
heal
get the 6th one
myself,
though.
you know.
Get another better day.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna like
You can't
stress.
go over
where I got stabbed. I'm just like
It's not.
get a needle and just
Well, you have.
like
you
sew
have
myself up.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
it's
like-
super bad, but it's just
Oh, whoops! I'm just.
You're
lying.
like-
You can't get more than 6.
Well, the
it's super
Yeah.
crude.
there are medics, yeah, and they're just like, do you want? I mean, we can get to that if you'd like us to. Are you like?
Like, I
Also,
look
I
at
just gotta
them
clear
and I'm
stress.
like,
What hurts? You like one hurt butt cheek or something?
I don't know,
His side.
I got stabbed.
You got gashed by the.
You got,
Um.
you got a little cut on your side.
So
Wait,
I-
I thought someone took it.
as you make it back to
Well, you get 2 things.
D4 again.
That is.
So as you make it back to Serica, you are told that the Emperor himself would like to congratulate you on your mission.
I'm a little confused. Why didn't we hold our beachhead?
Well, so not everyone left.
Okay.
So our goal is
First
to
of
storm
all,
and do it. And
Stop asking questions.
Sorry, sir.
Secondly, you're thinking like maybe. I mean, y'all were pretty drunk on adrenaline when y'all got on the boat, and there were easily 1,000 soldiers with y'all that landed at Normandy. But yeah, the Emperor himself would like to meet you, which is pretty stunning news. But you guys at this point, it's stunning, but at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, we're awesome. Like that's kind of you're still kind of feeling that victory, and this totally would make sense. You go and Kyle's sending the image. So you're bandaged up. You're not 100%. You go. You march through the streets of Bane, super clean, everyone's kind of chill, got their heads down.
Oh,
You know, there's guards on every street corner. You go to the palace and you have to turn over all of your weapons, which is, I mean, you're being in the presence of the Emperor, right? But it
I
totally
like
makes
stuff a
sense.
dagger in my pants.
Yeah, if you want to try to hide
Put it
something,
in
you
your
can.
What?
But they may execute you publicly and viciously.
Yeah, let's not.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
go
Then.
into the presence of the Emperor. His guards with their armor is more ornate than functional. It's all high elves with the Emperor up on his throne, higher than this, with more guards, right? More of like this, but more of everything in the picture, with the black and the red, the banners with the skulls above. And you guys, like, what are you feeling? And you're just like this is kind of God to you, and maybe,
What's
but,
up,
but
bro?
maybe you don't care
So,
about the Emperor.
We did boot. We were indoctrinated. Straight from boot, we absolutely kicked ass exactly the way they told us we would and trained us to do out of boot. Joe, his head is shaved. He's got like a new tattoo of like, death to Bane's enemies or something. His armor is polished. He is absolutely ready to like abase himself in front of this Emperor.
Yeah, are you kneeling?
I am more than kneeling. I am
Face down.
absolutely like I am down on my knees, back legs crossed, face on the ground.
Anyone else? Any?
I'm not kneeling. I'm just kind of there being like,
I'm doing the basic, like what we're taught in camp, because I really don't care, but this is just my employer.
You're
He's-
just.
he's
your boss.
this guy is keeping me safe.
Yeah, whatever is like the
He pays me money.
standard kit goes just a little beyond the standard. Maybe not like straight prostrate like Joe, but he does go like
Prostrate.
yeah.
But yeah, you guys are there with your division. Biff is there. A bunch of other guys that storm the hill with you. And you hear the booming voice of the Emperor. Well done. You have proven your worth to the kingdom of Bane. But now it is time to prove your loyalty.
What shall you have us do?
Give him your sword. He points at you, Hopper. A guard draws his sword.
Struggles to draw his sword.
Cuts down the camera.
All right, take this. I don't want to hurt you. Hold it, however, safely.
Is there any safe way
The
to
guard
hold the sword?
marches forward, draws his sword, hands it to you gently,
Gently.
and the Emperor, this is an old high elf, reaches out, points a finger at Biff. Step forward. And Biff kind of like, all eyes on him, steps forward, and he kind of motions again to you. Kill him.
A waste of a soldier.
To Biff.
A
Like,
waste of a soldier.
But he tells Biff to kill Hopper.
he
or
tells
Biff-
Biff, he tells Hopper to kill. You have the sword. You have the only weapon in the room, unless you guys shoved a dagger up your rear end. I mean, the guards have weapons.
Big breath.
You have stepped forward. You got the sword of the guard. Biff has stepped forward, and now he's. Show me your loyalty. Kill him. And Biff is just like, but he's like seeing the Emperor, and it's like, yeah, and then it's like, wait.
Excuse me, sir?
Now looks at you with the sword, and he's like,
Biff's gonna die today anyway.
Yeah, no matter what, this is-
what do you
Biff
do?
ain't walking out again.
No, waste of soldier. Waste of material. You saved my life.
Emperor, Biff was the hero of the day. If you would have seen him on that hill, you would know what an absolute mistake this is.
Did I ask you to speak? And you hear swords ringing out. Like, not
This is why you
everyone,
know
but
why.
the surrounding guards.
I will
course not.
Silence.
walk up to him and I will take the sword. And I will walk forward. I don't have like my hand in the hilt or anything. I'm holding the blade like this and place it at the feet of the guard and step back. Purposely.
Okay. Let me put it another way. It is him, and he points at Biff, or you. Choose.
Can I choose something? Actually, no.
See whatever you want.
I kind of want to see something, but you know, it might like kill me. So.
I'm gonna walk up to the sword and grab it.
Okay.
Emperor.
I want to just attack Biff.
Hear me out.
Just full on.
I'm
Let
gonna say.
Patrick do
There.
what he wants to
Go
do.
ahead.
We can't
This
all
is-
bum
this is-
rush.
Okay, whatever.
And I'm gonna grip the handle tightly.
Biff is terrified. And looking at you, and it's just like, he looks at you, He is very scared.
I'm gonna look over at the Emperor and just shout out, "Lord Bane!" and just
He's just gonna.
slice Biff's head off.
Oh my god.
You completely decapitate Death. And you violently, viciously remove his head, and his arm is still like in a sling after he got chopped in the shoulder, and he just collapses to the ground.
Glory for Bane.
And you hear like a weak old man clap. Wonderful. Truly you are servants of Bane. Come with me. And he slowly steps down off the throne and motions for you to follow him into a chamber in the back. Behind the throne room. I'll drop the soap.
Hey, yo, man.
Not what I expected. Okay.
Pushing it for just for Draven.
No, all of you.
Okay.
I mean, it's like you showed your groups. I mean, someone had to die, and
I think it
Wipe
takes
wipe the blood off of where Biff.
Yeah, wipe Biff.
Yeah, if Patrick wasn't gonna kill him, I was just gonna go and just.
yeah. You can bring his head, bring his body.
It takes a minute. Like Kit has to be kind of nudged
This is my.
because he's kind of just
One,
stunned.
let my little buddy take the form of his. I'm sorry.
It's like
Look at Biff.
earlier he was thinking about that massive loss of life on the beach and how everybody was in battle, and having this happen now sort of meaninglessly is just like
Your question.
he's sort of in his own head, like he's not even
Like this one death was more than.
yeah.
This is your buddy. You saved him from the survival trip. Initially, he threw poop at you, and you guys, made him fall in poop.
It kind of symbolizes our loyalty to Bane. Because we were all pieces of shit. We all came together, saved this guy, turned him around, saved him again. He was there with us on top of the hill.
But now you've shown your loyalty to Bane. Well done. He leads you into the back room.
Is it just him? Or
No, all
goes
of us.
him?
No, there's a bunch of
He'd
dudes.
be like Emperor
Yeah, we're not
Costco. He's gonna let us buy whatever we want or something.
No, I was
Emperor
wondering if he was,
Costco.
You get an 85-inch TV, and you get
Get an AK.
There is a map. I don't know, Kyle, let me know if this link works.
You sent me something?
I sent you something in Discord. Dang it. Okay, thank you, Fawn.
I spend all my hope to get Biff back.
Yeah.
Did,
If I hope hard
Yeah.
enough, he'll come back.
did Biff get like a death saving, like the
Alright.
last words?
Try to refresh it.
I trusted you.
Like, Biff was very scared, but he also, he knew that these people were very, can you zoom in on the bottom there?
Biff wasn't getting out of here, man.
No.
Like,
The moment the Emperor said that, Biff was gone.
he knew that there wasn't going to be, warm hugs and smiles, getting out of this. You see this map of Eldoria, and on it are these shapes. The Emperor informs you that a new threat has invaded Eldoria.
Serica?
No,
Besides us?
Eldoria. This is Eldoria. So this is the lefternmost continent.
So we sailed across the channel.
You sailed, yeah, and it's not far. I mean, because it wraps around, right? So you went
No, this way.
You went this way. He speaks of a ruthless, vicious enemy that doesn't know a soldier from a civilian, and that they are laying waste to Eldoria and all her cities and people. Showing that you've shown great promise in battle and also loyalty to the throne, he wants you to decide how you would like to strike back at the enemy. So he describes a few scenarios that you might be interested in. This is where you fought this right here. This is the port and the beachhead that you established. And so, like, before you guys won this fight, Bane had, like, no footing at all. Like, completely were pushed out. There's a unit here that has been completely cut off, and these red squares are enemy troops. So he describes that there's a cut off unit, and there's also a incoming invasion of the city to the south, Migotrinus. Or how do you want to?
So we occupy Migotrinus, so the Eldarians are trying to retake it.
No, it's Eldarian held, but they know that a large group of troops are heading south for it.
If we take a fortress like
To reinforce it, because we're going to invade it?
So far, the enemy's standard procedure has been to kill everything that's not them. Women, children, soldiers, animals. Like, they've just been killing.
In Eldaria?
That's what
It doesn't fit with the Eldarian.
They're not Eldari.
That's
The
what,
metagame
what
doesn't
we've been
fit
told.
yet.
Well, these people don't look like Eldarians, and you know what Eldarians look like.
Yeah.
So this city is under threat, and the unit is under threat. There's also a third scenario. So he speaks of the impressive weaponry of the enemy, and you guys have seen that firsthand. Their adaptive technology, their magical equipment.
I would say we get to the next unit.
They've been gathering that weaponry for a few weeks now, and they've had their lead scientist was captured by another Saracen nation. They need to recover him because whoever unlocks this technology first is going to have a huge advantage, right, after these guys are gone. And Bane is very vulnerable with so much of their forces being deployed overseas. They're very vulnerable domestically. So he says this scientist needs to be recovered. He's their lead researcher for unlocking this technology. That's a Saracen mission. The cutoff unit is a mission, and dealing with Migotrinus is a mission. And so he kind of names it as like liberating the city, right? But anyway.
I mean, the city might be the best way to hold it.
I say let's go for the scientist.
Scientists, because we can rebuild.
So you guys decide, whatever, do a Discord
we
vote or
can get
whatever.
technology like they have. We could easily take a city.
Not only can we easily take the city, but we can also.
But-
Well, it's a twofer. If we get the scientist, we deny the scientific resources to them and gain it for ourselves.
So
It's like kidnapping Albert Einstein.
the scientist mission is like it's another. Bane has no friends pretty much anywhere. Okay, so the other nations of Serica hate Bane. Anything they can do to get an edge over Bane, and you guys you can't risk an open conflict at home right now. So if you guys go for the scientist, you'll have to wear civilian clothes. They're going to disavow you wherever part of the military. It's going to be that kind of mission.
Undercover.
This is going to be more of a combat heavy type of mission.
What we just did.
Liberate Stalingrad versus.
Yes, and this mission is going to be more up to you. Whatever you guys want to do with the city. The Emperor does say that the one weakness that they have is water, and they hate, like, they have no navy that you can tell. And if you scroll down a little bit, there's another port here, right? But Bane, part of the issue with Bane is that their diplomacy is bad, and no one likes them, and so they actually won't let them use this port.
So when we control the city, that changes.
Yeah, or convincing them, hey, listen, these guys are bad. Let us use the port. That may be your strategy, or it may be
Take over.
But right now, you guys are just low-ranking dudes. You don't have any access to any kind of military authority. He will give you equipment, but right now you're just you. But as you level up, you'll also rank up in your military rank, and you'll actually have like you plus 5 guys that you can command. Does that make sense? And
Okay,
you'll have,
so we get a garrison.
you guys will, yeah. As you level up, right now it's just your squad. You 8.
Whichever one we can do easier, I think because we're such a low
Scientists.
level.
Well, y'all can figure out on Discord. We're done.
Okay.
Session 1. Figure out what you want to do. Let me know. You have proven your valor and your worth to Bane. And
Just leave all the coins here. We'll pile back up in the treasure box.
Sorry to kill a bit.
Where does the coins go?
Seriously.
Just leave them here.
there's